Well, good morning, everybody, and happy Saturday. It is Saturday, August 22nd, 2026 at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. This is Lisa Freeman coming to you live from stampingwithlisa.com. Welcome, everybody. I'm so happy you guys are up and awake and ready for a fun video today. Thank you for joining me. I'm in my pajamas. I hope some of you guys are with me on that. As far as I know, I'm going to be staying in my pajamas all day. Um, I was going to mow the grass, but it's been raining and raining the last couple days, so the grass is kind of wet. So anyway, I've got a fall card for you that is absolutely gorgeous. So if you remember, about 2 weeks ago, I did this card. And so Faith came over a couple weeks ago, and we played with this stamp set and made this gorgeous card. And so I did a video on that one, and I loved it. We also made this card right here. So this was a collaboration with Faith, and I just love how this turned out. And it was kind of funny because we were playing with this new embossing folder, and it's called Softly Woven. It's in the well, you know what? I don't know where it's I was thinking it's in the new catalog. I think it is, but it might be an online. I never can remember which one's which. So it might be online, but it might be in the catalog. But it's called Softly Woven 3D embossing folder. And I think it is in the new holiday catalog, but I don't think it's available yet to everybody. So you got one more week, and then everything will be available from that and all the online stuff. And this is just a great, it's kind of reminds me of the linen stamp set that we have. And so we were sitting there talking, and I said, yeah, I really wish we had that linen stamp, the background stamp. And so Faith's like, well, let's see if we can use the embossing folder and stamp with it. So I'm going to show you how we did that, and it really came out cool. So you can kind of see it. I did it on this scrap paper. So see that right there? I used this embossing folder to stamp. Isn't that cool? So I love it. I just thought, wow, that's so awesome. I never really tried doing that before, but now we got a new technique. So this, we did the one sheet wonder together, and then this is just pieces that are cut out. And then we embossed it also with the same folder. So I just wanted to show you that. And then this yesterday, since we made this a couple weeks ago, I forgot what colors I used. So I was stamping. I was like, man, I can't remember if that's Night of Navy or Misty Moonlight, or if that was gray or crumb cake. And so I started just stamping all over the page, trying to remember the colors I used because I didn't have them all out. So that's what we're using. Plus, so here's the card, and that's the inside. Love that. And then this is the new stamp set. And I'm thinking this is an online exclusive, but I'm not positive. I just can't remember. Dang, I should have looked. Let me look real quick. Oh, you know what? I don't have the catalog with me, so never mind. Does anybody know off the top of their head if this is in the catalog, the new catalog, or if it's an online for next month? Because I just can't remember. Oh, Robin, good. You got your card from me. Yay. What die did I use for the scallops around the card? Oh, gosh. That is the one with the fern on the front and has scalloped edges. Shoot. I don't know. You'd have to send me a picture because I can't remember which one I sent you. I'd have to look. I think it's online for sure. Oh, Becky says it's in the catalog. Okay, well, you know what? I think it's in the catalog, but I think it's just a bundle. It's not like a suite or anything, so it's hard to miss. Okay, page 49. Thank you so much for telling me that. So page 49. How about this embossing folder? Anybody check that for me? Oh, embossing folder is on page 60. All right, so page 49 and page 60. Thank you so much, girls. I should be more prepared, but as always, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. So I know you love that about me. Because I never know what I'm doing. Also, this is the card kit for this time. So if you order $100 or more between now and the end of the month, you get this card kit in the mail for free after the end of the month. I forgot to say that last time. So there you go. Oh, let me say hello real quick and then we'll get started. I don't have any Happy Mail, so we're going to just go ahead and get stamping today after I say hello. Hey, Marie. Oops, wait a minute. Let me switch this to live chat. Okay. It wasn't showing me the top ones. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Laura. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Myra. Hey, Mel. Hey, Marilyn. Hey, Marie. Hey, Robin. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Linda. Hey, Julie. Hey, Susan. Hey, Darby. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Kimberly. Oh, Kimberly's in her pajamas. Jana, you're in your pajamas. Julie, Stephanie, Nancy. Jimmy's on the dock. Is Jimmy your husband and I guess maybe he's fishing? That would be cool. Hey, Ann. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Pearl. Hey, Danette. Hey, MP. Hey, Mary. Hey, Lois. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Laura. All right, I'm going to stop there. I got about 20 or 25 people. So we are filling up fast. I think we're up to 126 people. Wow. That's crazy. For Saturday morning, I would think most of you guys are still in bed. Okay, so here's what you need for this. Let me get this out of the way. All right, you need one whole sheet of 8.5 by 11. I didn't put a sticker on it, but I think you could get the gist of that. So one sheet of paper. And then for our card bases, we're going to go ahead and make 2 of these today, since might as well. 2 pieces of 5.5 by 7.25, scored at 4.25. And that's Misty Moonlight, one of my favorite colors. Then we've got 2 pieces of white for the inside, 5.25 by 4. We have a scrap. We're going to do 2 leaves, so we need a scrap for the leaves. And then 2 pieces of this white for this piece right here. So take a screenshot of that. So not much except for white and Misty Moonlight. It's not much paper to cut because we're going to cut this after we stamp it. Dang, Tony, you've been up since 3 o'clock. That's early. The new scissors. Oh, the new scissors are in the catalog on page 76. Oh, somebody was asking about that the other day. Joan, you should be getting the catalog any day now. A lot of people have already gotten it. I remember, I think last time you got yours really late, but they were all mailed from Stampin' Up! Around the 1st, and I've had several people send me emails that they got theirs last week. So they're in the mail. It just depends on your mailman. So if you have the linen stamp, you can certainly use it on this one. You love, oh, Amy, you love the colors for today's cards. Me too. It reminds me of that new Christmas paper with the trees that I made a card out of, 2 cards out of the other day. Let's see. Hey, Anya. Thank you guys so much for looking that up for me. Oh, Lisa, you went to bed at 3:30 and got up at 9:30. Dang. I hate those nights when you can't fall asleep. Okay, so we're going to save this for later after we stamp. First thing is definitely the stamping. And these are the new stickers Joan sent me. They are sticky. They're stickier than regular Post-its, which is a good thing because you know they won't come off. All right, so this is going to be our first thing, and I think it's easier since it doesn't really matter the directions. It's much easier to stamp it this direction than up and down. So, hold on. I got a big piece of scrap paper, so hopefully it'll work. I don't want to mess up my background here. Okay, so we're going to start with the linen. So this, or not the linen, I'm calling it linen. What is it called? I already forgot. Softly woven. All right, and the side that we need, shoot, I meant to mark it. I think, hold on. Now I forgot. I want to say it was I can't remember. I'm gonna do it on scrap paper real quick and see. All right, so let's test it on some scrap paper. All right, so just what I did, here's what I did. I just took this and I stuck it right in the pad like this, and then I stamped it. Okay, that's the right side. All right, so you want the side that does not have Stampin' Up. So you're gonna be using like the back side, okay? So here we go. So we're just gonna keep our ink pad here, and I'm just gonna stamp like the corner area like that. It's harder in here because I don't have enough room. All right, so just kind of stamp it like that, get some ink on it, and then just kind of press it onto your paper. And it doesn't matter, let's get a bigger area. It doesn't matter how it comes out because you're gonna be covering that with a lot of other stuff. So, but it just gives kind of a neat background. So we're just gonna kind of go around and put that on there. Doesn't matter if you have gaps or whatever. But it just, doesn't that create a really neat background? And this is gray granite. And if you mess up, it's no big deal. All right, so that looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit more over this side. Okay, all right, so I like that. That gives it just a cool background. One more. Okay, all right, that's good. All right, then you're just gonna clean it off. I don't have a wipe with me right here, but I'm just gonna wipe it. And it's the back of it, so it's not a big deal. All right, so we're done with that until the end. All right, so that was our gray granite. Isn't that cool? I love it. Okay, now we're gonna start with our biggest. Whenever you're doing a one sheet wonder, you wanna start with your biggest stamp. So I have 2 Misty Moonlight pads, and I pulled them out, and both of them have this weird, like, hard texture look to them, which is strange, but they still work if you press hard enough. All right, so this makes a really pretty second stamping. So we're gonna stamp each one twice, okay? So you're gonna stamp it once, lift it up, stamp it twice. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that color. It's kind of like balmy blue, but not quite. So we're just gonna keep going. Oops, make sure this pad's not really great. I might have to order another one, but I probably should wait till next year when the new ink pads come out. I don't know. I kind of like these ink pads though. So we're just gonna do this all over, and I'm doing them in pairs. Oops, and I can tell, at least I can see it's not inked good. Okay. It's got plenty of ink, but it's like hard. That's so weird. I love this second color though. They're both pretty, but love it. All right, I'm gonna do one over here on the edge. Okay, I think maybe one more. Okay, all right, that looks good. So that's the first step, and then while I've still got this stamp out, I'm gonna do it on the inside. So on the inside, I actually stamped it in Pool Party. So let me try and clean it. Good. We're gonna save that for another time. All right, so I've got Pool Party. So on the inside of my cards, I'm gonna stamp it a little bit to the left because I'm gonna do this down the right side, so it's not quite in the middle. And I think I'm gonna stamp off because I think this is a really juicy pad. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, so stamp off, and then These leaves are so gorgeous, aren't they? Love that. All right, then one for the other one. Oh, whew, thought I got something on there. So you could still write over top of this because it's really light. All right, so there's that. So now we're done with that leaf. And now we're gonna go to our next piece, our color, which is the pool party. So we've got 2 leaves that are gonna be in pool party. And instead of doing 2 of these like I did 2 of these, we're gonna do this one, and we've got the center part, so we're doing both of them. So I'm gonna do these first. And I can't remember if I did it full strength or not. Yeah, full strength. Okay. So we're gonna just do some of these single and then go back and put the other one next to it. And you kind of just want to spin your card around so they're all different directions. I think I'm going to do that, just that right now for now. All right, then we're going to take this one, and I think this one I did stamp off. Let me check. Maybe not. All right, so I just want to go right next to both of these, or all of these. So I think I did stamp off. Let me see. Isn't that sad when you make a card a couple weeks ago and you can't remember how you did it? I can hardly remember what I did yesterday. Oh, let me tell you a funny story. So I don't normally have bug problems too much because I have an exterminator that comes every 3 months and takes care of that for me. But the other day I noticed, you know, I get an occasional fly in the house, and you know, that's normal for most people. And so I kill it, and then, you know, a few days later I have another fly, and so on. So then like 2 days ago I had like 4 or 5, and I was like, okay, that's weird because I don't normally get flies. And so I kill them all with the fly swatter. Then yesterday, this was the craziest thing. So I have a couple more, and I'm like, okay, I killed all the flies the day before. I'm like, where are these things coming from? And so I go, there's one flying around, and then I go in the kitchen following it, and it lands on the windowsill, and there's like 4 more flies in there. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? And so I get out the spray, and I just spray the whole windowsill and kill them all. So there was like a total of maybe 8. And I'm like, that is just so crazy. And I'm looking everywhere, trying to figure out where it's coming from. I can't find anything. The trash there's nothing in the trash. And what do I need next? Oh, you know what I need? I need to stamp this one. So we're going to stamp that. We need 2 of these on scrap paper. And I think I did that in pool party too. All right, so let me do that real quick. Get it real dark. Got hair. And I'm shedding all over this. I can see it, but I can't see it. Okay, let's do it that way. I got to cut these out. All right, there we go. So we're done with that stamp, and not that color because we got a sponge. And so it was really creeping me out because I don't like bugs at all, and especially flies and stuff. And so I thought I had gotten them all, and then I sit down and I'm watching TV and cutting paper and stuff, and well, here comes another one. And I go in the living room, and there's like 3 in that windowsill. So this went on like all day long. And finally, after all said and done, I probably had like 15 flies maybe. And I got them all because I never saw another one the rest of the day. And I got up this morning, I don't have any. So I don't know where they came from, but it was the weirdest thing because it's not like I left the door wide open or something. But all right, so now we're moving on to cloud cover. But have any of y'all ever had a situation like that? It was just weird. These were little like just house flies. They weren't they were very slow though, which was weird. So it was very easy to kill them. All right, this one I think I stamped off because this is a juicy pad. All right, so again, we're gonna do pairs. Whoops, we gotta do ink both ways. That's really light though. I think I'll do it full strength. Oh, that's too dark. I must have had a different pad when I did this the first time because this, oh, I know what I did. Oh, hold on. I know what I did. I scooped the ink over. So let's just scoop the ink out of the way. That'll leave it less juicy. Y'all ever do that? So if you ever have a juicy pad that's just too dark, just scoop the ink out of the middle. Now it should be perfect. That's better. So we're still, oops, I need to ink it both times. Oops, I keep forgetting. This one I got to ink twice. All right, maybe a little bit more here. Now some of these edges are going to get cut off anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, I think that's good. And we've also got to sponge and do some sprinkles. So we're going to take our pool party and sponge where there's pool party flowers. So wherever I've got the pool party ones, I'm just going to sponge a little bit. Just give it some more color. Yeah, this would be good, Stephanie. I did it in the fall colors last time. So, if you missed that video, those were more fall colors. Kinda. Not exclusive fall colors, but more than this. This is more wintry colors. But I love blue anything. All right, so we're just adding a little bit of color to those pool party leaves. I should have got my big blending brush for this. I don't know where this pink fuzz keeps coming from. Okay, maybe just a little bit more. And then I also want to put some on my center flower. Just a little bit. And then we're also sponging these. So let me see. So that was my adventure yesterday, just getting up every 10 minutes to go kill a fly. And at first I thought I was like losing my mind because I'm like, what in the heck? Am I imagining that I'm killing them and they're not really dead? But I go look in the trash and sure enough, they're all in the trash. And they're smushed to smithereens. So, I don't know. All right, now these two pieces, I actually sponged, so opposite corners. So 2 corners are pool party. And you want it pretty dark. And then the other 2 corners are Misty Moonlight. And then we're also going to distress this with our scissors, because I can't find that old distressing tool I used to have. Well, you guys are writing a lot. Well, this year has been a terrible year for those biting flies. I think I forgot to tell you guys. Last time, I went 2 weeks without getting bit by the biting flies out there, you know, the ones that are yellow. And then last time I mowed the grass, I got bit on both, the back of both thighs at the exact same minute, same second, through my shorts. And I was like screaming in the backyard and ran in the house because it feels like fire when they bite you. I don't know how they get through my shorts. Well, Andrea, I just bought those Zevo plugins yesterday because I'm like, this is crazy. I'm going to get those things and see if they work. So they're supposed to, I don't really have, normally I don't have any bugs, but that kind of made me freaked out yesterday. So, all right. So now we're going to move to the Misty Moonlight sponges and sprinkles. So I'm going to add the sprinkles on here. And this is my favorite sprinkle. This is the one from that peacock set. I love it. I have to use it all the time. And it just makes really pretty dainty sprinkles. Kind of like fairy dust or something. I just love it. But it gives you like little raindrop kind of sprinkles. You just want to be very gentle with that. All right, so there's that. And then we're going to do some more sponging. So I've got my Misty Moonlight sponge here. And we're just going to sponge a little bit over those leaves. Isn't this gorgeous? Oh, I also bought some of that tape that you put in the window. Because that's what the weird thing was. It seems like they were just having a little party on the windowsill. It's weird because I don't have like any food out in my kitchen other than some bananas. And so they weren't like getting on any food or anything. I don't know where they were coming from. It's just bizarre. Kind of reminded me of Amityville Horror, you know, in that movie where all the flies go. Every time I see a bunch of flies, that's what I think of. Nancy, Cloud Cover ink pad is not available, but the refill is. You can make your own pad. So I got the pad when it first came out, and it was available for probably at least 6 months. And but most people either can buy the little, what do you call it, ink spot, or you can buy the white craft pad, which comes uninked, and make your own with the refill. So I think it's a really pretty color. But if you don't have the Cloud Cover, probably Smoky Slate Stamped Off would be pretty similar. Smoky Slate is a real light gray, because Cloud Cover is kind of grayish blue, but more, sometimes it looks more blue than that, but it looks pretty gray on here. All right, so we're just going to add this Misty Moonlight kind of all over. And it gives it such a pretty tint. I love it. So wherever you got white space, just put blue. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Okay, so I think we are done with that. Now we got to go back and sponge these. I'm going to do this one first. So this is Misty Moonlight still. We want to get that good and inked. Oops, I got a blob. Okay, and then So yesterday I had these guys come and fix my porch. So the paint was coming off. So they came and they scraped the old paint off and sanded it, and then they primed it, and then they were painting, and I said, I think it's gonna rain. Right about when they finished and the paint's still like wet, it starts pouring down rain. So I didn't go out this morning and check it to see if it totally messed it up, but I'm thinking they're gonna have to fix it. I felt kind of bad. Okay, and then we're gonna sponge this a little bit, mostly around the edges. It's a good workout. Did any of y'all see the video I posted this morning on Facebook? This girl, she's like walking and exercising and stretching and eating a Nutty Buddy at the same time. And I said, this is me, eating ice cream, exercising while eating ice cream. All right, now we're going to cut these out. And they're super easy. There is a die. Yes, I know there's a die. But for me to get the die cutting machine out and my teeny little space here, it's quicker just to cut them out. I can cut them faster than I can set up the die cutting machine. If you have a bunch though you need to cut out, then get it out and do it. But if you just have one or two, you might as well just cut it, because this is an easy one. And I really wanted it right up to the line too. Sometimes the die cuts leave a little bit of a, layer of white around the edge. And I didn't want that for this one. Okay. There we go. All right, so those are cut out. And then, let's see, what else do we need to do? Oh, we need to distress it. So let's get some old scissors. Here's some old ones. These are my gunked up ones. So what you're going to do is just take it down the edge like this and distress it and make it like curled up. This is bad for your scissors, so always use an old pair of scissors, or if you have a distressing tool, use that, but it'll dull your scissors, so. And just be careful. I don't want anybody to say, I cut myself. And if you cut the edge of paper, that's no big deal. That'll make it look more distressed. Okay, so now I need to dump all this paper off of here. Let me dump this. Okay, there we go. Let's turn that over. Okay, so now we've got these pieces and oh, I need to stamp the words here too. All right, so the words are going to go right down the edge here. And I'm going to use Night of Navy. It's almost the same as Misty Moonlight, but just a touch different. And this pad's much better. Okay, this is an easy one to line up because it's Tomorrow here. It goes right up to the edge. So you just kind of look at that. And then since it's clear, you can kind of see where it's going. But just make sure you get that W on there. And it's pretty good. Isn't that awesome? I love it. And that comes in that stamp set. But don't get your W cut off. Or this would be a good thing to use your Stamparatus or your positioner tool for, and just move it down. Probably it would work. All right. Oops, you know what? We need to sponge a little bit more. Forgot. Let me get my Misty Moonlight back. We're going to sponge the edge of this. Love it. Love it. Love it. Isn't that gorgeous? Now this is Faith right here, her idea. She's so good at sponging and stuff. All right, so there's the inside of our card. I know some people hold theirs like this. I wonder if that works better. I always use my one finger, but that's my arthritis finger. And I put so much pressure on it, it's probably bad for me. Just ordered the set. Oh, I'm so glad, Stephanie. Okay, so there's the inside. And then we've got that. I'm going to put a little bit more. I don't really want those white edges. Okay, so I think we are good. Let me see. I'm going to do a little bit more on the edge. And we're almost done. Now we just got to cut it, emboss it. But I did emboss it some ahead of time, so. Okay, there we go. All done. Okay, so now you want to cut it. Now this is the great part, because this piece right here is 3 inches. So you're going to cut it at 2 3/4, which is going to give you, because you want 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. So 5 1/4 goes this way, and you'll get 3 and 3. You'll get 6 cards. So let me show you. I'm going to do half. So we're just going to cut one at 5 1/4 here. And we're going to save this for later. So here's almost half of a page, just at 5 1/4. And now we're going to cut a 1/4 inch off. So I'm just going to cut, let me see. I'm going to cut this edge off. Just a 1/4 inch. And then we're going to, you can save that if you want to. Then we're just going to do 5 1/2. And 2 3/4. And that'll give us 3 equal pieces. So you get those 3. So if you've got a big one, it's 8 1/4, 5 1/2, 2 3/4 are the, or you can just do 2 3/4 3 times. It's either way. All right, then we get our embossing folder out. And here's the cool thing. You can do all of these at the same time. And then when you're embossing, make sure the Stampin' Up side's up. So you're going to put all these in here together. And there you go. So run this through the embossing machine. And by the magic of TV, I have some that's already done. So, but it's not cut. It went back together in the machine. I think this is actually like 6 by 6. So I got to cut it back down. So let me see. I think I'm going to do this way. Either way, I can cut it. Oh, that's 5. 5 and it's 5 3/4 either way. So let's do 5 1/4 this way. And then 2 3/4 this way. I know you probably can't see this at the bottom, but it's 2 3/4. Okay, so now we've got our 2 pieces. And that's one you can save too. So all these ones you can save, and these are all my ones from last time. So now we're just going to put them all together. So I can get rid of this piece. Put this on the inside, and I think, oh, I didn't get ink on there. Okay, good. Just talking to myself. All right, so this is such a beautiful card. I love it. And then when you shut it, you get that perfectly right there. So that's another way you could stamp it. You could do that first. Put this in first and then stamp. Of course, then if you mess up, you gotta start all over again. All right, and then this goes on the front. You know what I think? No, it's got enough ink. I was gonna put a little bit more sponging, but I think it's good. Make sure you use a lot of glue when you've got a embossed piece, because it's got to get in all those nooks and crannies. Too much math for me, Sarah. Just cut it at 2 3/4. That's the only one you got to remember, 2 3/4. I just do it. You know, I used to be a math teacher, so I just do 2 3/4, and 2 3/4 is 5 1/2, and then another 2 3/4 is 8 1/4. So I just always have those numbers in my head, so I can do it real quick. But just write down 2 3/4, and you're good. Okay. So this didn't take long, and that's going to make 6 cards total if you wanted to. We're only going to do 2 right now because I'll save the rest for later. But I love this. Judy, you taught, well, that's funny. Your last name is Trigg. I taught Algebra 1 and Algebra 2 Trigg. That's so funny. Who is Joan? Joan is on here. Joan Presslar. There's 2 Joans, Joan Presslar and Joan Ballinger. I'm not sure which one you're asking about. Your Misty Moonlight pad is broken, Alfie. I don't know. Is anybody else's Misty Moonlight pad like that? This is my other one, and it's the same way. It's like hard and got all these little marks in it. I don't know. It must have been like defective or something. Okay, so then this piece right here, I'm going to kind of just soften it up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to put that diagonal like so, this way, or you could do it this way. I think I'm going to do it this way. All right, so that just goes diagonal like that, kind of right in the middle almost. Your Mossy Meadow. Yep, you know what? My Mossy Meadow is like that too. I have, and my Cherry Cobbler. Those, I think those 3 colors are all kind of messed up. They still work, but they're just weird looking. They're not like they should be. Okay. All right, and then the flower's going to go on with dimensionals. Not the flower, the leaf, sorry. And we're just going to curl these edges up just a little bit. Like so. Of course, if you mail it, it'll smush it back down. But it can look pretty for the picture. All right, so this goes this way. So did any of you guys check out whatchamacallit, Outer Banks after I said something the other day? It's so good. I'm on season 4, and they just released season 5, which is the final season. But it's really good. It's really just about teenagers that are treasure hunting and stuff, and all the trouble they get into. And but it's really, really good. All right, so then this one goes on here. Then we need to do our little bows. So I got my linen thread. Somehow I got ink on it. I already tied one. You want to tie them super small and do a little pile of glue here. A little dab will do ya. And stick your bow right there. Oh, so cute. And then do another one. Outer Bank is on your list. Yeah. Oh, Mario, you haven't started. I haven't finished season 4 yet. I've got like 2 more episodes of season 4. And it's good. It's hard to stop watching. Like last night I was watching it before I went to bed. And I didn't want to stop watching, but I had to go to bed because I had to get up early. All right, get another little blob. Put it right there. Curl it up so you don't see it. And then put your bow right on top. All right, then we've got some sparkly rhinestones. And we're just going to put a couple on the edge right here. So just put them right there. So pretty. Love it, love it, love it. This is a good masculine card too. So you could use it for men or women. And if you don't like these words here, I love these words though. Happy today, happy tomorrow, happy always. I just think that's so pretty. But if you don't want those words, just put any words down the side. And then we're going to give it a little shimmer spritz. Gotta have some sparkle on here. Love it. All right, so there we go. There's our cards, and here's the original one. So what do you think? You love it? Love it? I love it. I hope you love it too. And if you do, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I love this. So pretty. You could also do a little bit of Wink of Stella on there if you wanted to. I think I did that on that one. I could just do a little. Oh, this one's kind of dry. I have like 6 Wink of Stellas here, and they're probably all dry. Most of them are. Okay, so there you go. Thank you so much. I'm gonna have to go back and read all the comments. You guys were writing a lot of stuff today. I got a cute joke again today. You guys loved the joke last. I got so many comments about that joke. Oh, you guys are funny. All right, here's the joke of the day. All right, one Sunday morning, the pastor noticed little Alex standing in the foyer of the church, staring up at a large plaque. It was covered with names and small American flags mounted on either side of it. The 6-year-old had been staring at the plaque for some time, so the pastor walked up, stood beside the little boy, and said quietly, "Good morning, Alex." "Good morning, Pastor," he replied, still focused on the plaque. "Pastor, what is this?" The pastor replied, "Well, son, it's a memorial to all the young men and women who died in the service." Soberly, they stood together staring at the large plaque, and finally, little Alex's voice, barely audible and trembling with fear, asked, "Which service was it, the 8 or the 10:30? I just thought that was so funny. Anyway, that was the joke of the day. Now it's time for the card giveaway. So here we go. We have a couple not claimed, so still haven't gotten Cheryl or S. Whitworth or Tracy Evans. So you have till 1 week from when you get it. So, and then here's today's cards. You like that one? I saw that one coming. And see, that was a clean one. That was a clean one. You can tell that to everybody. Tell it to your pastor. All right, so the first winner is Valerie Fitzgerald. Valerie. Next one is Becky Papp. Becky Papp. And the last one is Therese Marquez. Therese Marquez. So if any of you guys are on here today, let me know. And, oh, here's my email. Send me your address to stampgirl2@cox.net, and I'll get these in the mail to you. Oh, Teresa's on here. Cool, cool. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video and you try it yourself. I got an email yesterday from a girl who watched one of my old videos from like 5 years ago, and I had totally forgotten about what was in the video. And she's like, can you explain this technique and what you use and stuff? And I was like, I had to go back and watch it because I totally wasn't remembering what it was about. And I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about this technique. So I'm gonna have to show it to you because it's been 5 years since I've done it and it's really fun. So I might do that on the next video. So anyway, there's my email address. Here's my address. And if you want to send my mother a card, you can. And I will be back on Tuesday night. Don't forget, thank you guys all who placed an order during the sale. I really, really appreciate it. And a lot of you guys are going to be getting this card kit. So that was awesome. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. So this is the card kit from now till the end of the month for anybody that orders $100 or more before shipping and tax. My fan's on, so these are blowing. All right, have a great day, everybody, and I will see you on Tuesday. And take care. Bye-bye.